Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. President Marcos has ordered an investigation into the collision incident between the Chinese Coast Guard and Philippine resupply ships in the West Philippine Sea. On Monday, the president called a command conference with all security agencies to discuss China's, quote, latest violation in the West Philippine Sea. There, the palace said Marcos instructed the Philippine Coast Guard to conduct a probe into what it described as dangerous and illegal, reckless maneuvers by Chinese Coast Guard vessels. Malacanang adds that the matter is being taken seriously at the highest level of government. Defense Secretary Gov't said that aside from the strong condemnation of the incident, the president also wants Philippine authorities to ensure protection of our territory.
China has no legal right or authority to conduct law enforcement operations in our territorial waters and in our exclusive economic zone. This is a serious escalation of the illegal activities conducted by the Chinese government in the West Philippine Sea in complete disregard of any norm or convention of international law.
The Foreign Affairs Department has also summoned Chinese ambassador to Manila, Wang Xilian, and lodged a diplomatic protest over the incident. However, the Chinese envoy did not show up since he was supposedly out of town. Chinese Deputy of Mission Zhu Ziyong met with the DFA instead. Since 2020, the Philippines has filed over 460 diplomatic protests against China. 122 of those were filed under the Marcos administration. More government forces are being dispatched to ensure a peaceful and well-organized barangay and sangguniang kabataan elections. Over 700 personnel from the National Police and 250 officers from the armed forces will be deployed around polling precincts and election hotspots nationwide. They will be joined by 115 Coast Guard personnel, as well as 90 participants from the Education Department. During a press briefing, PNP Chief Benjamin Acosta noted that election-related incidents, or ERIs, have decreased since the last elections. He said that as of October 23, 22 ERIs have been confirmed out of the 109 incidents reported. Heads up, motorists, the number coding scheme will be lifted during the upcoming barangay and sangguniang kabataan elections. The traffic program will also be suspended on November 1 and 2. The MMDA urges passengers to follow traffic rules and plan their travel ahead of time. Currently, the expanded number coding scheme is enforced from Monday to Friday from 7 to 10 in the morning and from 5 to 8 p.m. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. After weeks of rollbacks, motorists will once again see an increase in the prices of fuel products this week. Effective 6 a.m. today, gasoline will be more expensive by nearly ₱1 per liter, while diesel prices will be up by ₱1.30. Energy official Rodela Romero said the oil price hike may be attributed to uncertainties related to the situation in Palestinian territory, Gaza, the cancellation of the Jordan Peace Summit on October 18, Iran's call for oil embargo on Israel, and lower stockpiles of crude oil in the United States. Romero assured, however, that the government is ready to lend a hand to motorists affected of the hike.
Kung pagbabastuhan po ang aksyon ng Department of Energy, koordinasyon na ginagawa namin sa mga oil companies para magpatupad po sila ng mga discount program sa iba't ibang uri ng mamimili sa mga gasolinahan. May mga PUB lanes, may mga discount po doon, minsan na umaabot mula piso hanggang 4 na piso kada litro. Sa mga motoristas, gamitin nila yung kanilang power of choice. Kasi yun nga po, nasabi natin, may mga discount sa iba't ibang gasolinahan. Magtipid po talaga yung pagkanilang lakad o kaya biyahe, dapat nakaplano po yung mga biyahe para at least makatipid.
The transport sector is gearing up for the influx of travelers the upcoming long weekend, which would cover the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections and undas. The MMDA is deploying 1,400 enforcers and will extend their hours for the long weekend. The MMDA will also enforce a no absence, no leave policy to ensure all hands on deck for the exodus of travelers. Inspections will also be tighter at bus terminals, while drivers and bus conductors will undergo random drug testing. The MMDA will also deploy officers at cemeteries in the metro to ensure security and order. Meanwhile, airline companies have also rolled out travel safety measures and advisories for travelers. Philippine Airlines reminds passengers to check their terminal assignments and check in online 24 hours before their flights. The airline also opened a pay lounge for NAIA 2 domestic passengers, which would also cater to economy class passengers. Cebu Pacific likewise encourages online check-in to avoid long lines at the airport. This may be done 7 days, up to 1 hour before the scheduled time of departure for domestic flights, and up to 4 hours before departure of international flights. SEBPAC also says travelers should allot time for traffic en route to the airport. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.